Back when I was in college, making $100,000 was considered a huge financial milestone, like you'd finally made it. It was the benchmark for achieving financial success and getting closer to the American dream, owning a home, raising 2.5 kids, and enjoying a comfortable life. But today, even those earning well over six figures are still living paycheck to paycheck. What once symbolized success now leaves people stressed about making ends meet. Hi friends, welcome back. In this video, I want to explore 3 main reasons behind this shift, the sentiment most Americans are living with, and how we can still strive to achieve the so-called American dream. The American dream has always been about financial stability, home ownership, and providing a comfortable life for your family. But when the cost of living rises much faster than wages, it erodes the very foundation of this dream. Take housing, for instance. Despite the housing market crash in 2008, the median U.S. home price climbed to 162% between 2000 and 2022. Think about that for a moment. A home that once cost $165,000 now costs over $433,000. To afford this, Americans would need an annual income of over $166,000. But here's the catch. The median household income is just over $74,000, less than half of what's needed. Additionally, home prices have outpaced income growth for over decades. While home values soared over 162%, wages only grew by 78%. This imbalance has pushed the house price to income ratio to 5.8 nationwide, more than double the recommended healthy ratio of 2.6. But at 5.8 times, home ownership has become far less affordable for the average American. There are many reasons why people still aspire to own a home, whether it's to raise a family, achieve social stability, or simply have a place to call their own. A home offers a sense of permanence and belonging that renting often doesn't. But while these social and emotional reasons are valid, it's important to understand that buying a home today, especially an overpriced one, isn't necessarily a sound financial investment. Let's take an example of $1 million home in California, which is not uncommon in today's market. At first glance, owning a $1 million home might seem like a symbol of success, but the true costs are staggering. First, consider the property taxes, which can be about 1.25% of the home's value each year. So that's about $12,500 annually, or just about over $1,000 a month. Then factor in homeowners insurance, which can add another $1,000 to $2,000 annually, or around $100 to $166 per month. Maintenance costs, which typically run about 1% of the home's value per year, adds another $10,000 annually, or about $800 a month. Utilities such as electricity, water, trash, internet can cost about $500 a month, and that's just to keep the lights on. So even if you paid off your mortgage entirely, you're still looking at around $2,500 a month just to cover these ongoing costs. Now consider someone who's retired and living on Social Security. The average Social Security benefit in 2024 is about $1,800 per month. After covering property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and utilities, there's almost nothing left for other living expenses like food, healthcare, and transportation. This shows that even without a mortgage, home ownership can be a financial cost, particularly for those on fixed income. Now, it's not just the cost of buying a home that's overwhelming. Once you own a home, other expenses like childcare, food, and utilities can quickly add up, making it even harder to stay afloat. But the challenges don't end with just buying a home. Raising a family has become significantly more expensive, particularly when it comes to childcare. According to Care.com's 2024 Cost of Care survey, parents are now spending on average 24% of their household income on childcare. The impact is immense. Nearly half of parents surveyed spent more than $1,000 per month on childcare in 2023, and nearly half expect to spend the same or more in 2024. Some families are spending upwards of $36,000 per year on childcare alone. Even putting food on the table has become more expensive. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, food prices in 2024 are over 3,000% higher than they were in 1913. Just think about that. Something that cost $20 back then would now cost over $650. To put it into perspective, in 1913, you could buy 59 dozen eggs for $20, enough to feed a large family for weeks. But today, that same $20 only buys you 4 dozen eggs at about $4.50 per dozen. This stark difference shows just how much less your money buys now, highlighting how rising prices, stagnant wages, and inflation has eroded our purchasing power over time. As if the rising cost of living wasn't enough, many Americans are turning to debt just to make ends meet. This growing reliance on debt highlights the harsh reality that for many, income alone is no longer enough to sustain a middle-class lifestyle. So if we take student loans, for instance, As of 2024, total student loan debt in the US stands over 1.7 trillion. There are 42 million borrowers with federal student loans, with an average balance of over 37,000, and that's just for federal loans. When you include private loans, that can be as high as over $40,000. Many are tackling with credit card debt. Credit card debt has ballooned as well, with American total debt credit card reaching over $1.1 trillion. Instead of building wealth, many are accruing debt, which can limit opportunities for home ownership, saving for other retirement, and pursuing the other aspects of the American dream. And now mortgage debt remains the largest component of household debt in the US, with Americans owing over $12 trillion on 84 million mortgages. This massive debt burden makes the path to financial stability even more challenging. Now, given all these challenges, it's no wonder that the American dream is changing. Millennials and Gen Z are facing the reality that home ownership may be out of reach and are shifting their focus. Rather than saving for a down payment on a house, many are choosing to live in the moment, spend money on experiences that bring immediate pleasure. After all, if the traditional American dream seems attainable, why not enjoy life now? Additionally, many are opting out of not having children, a decision driven by both financial as well as a desire to prioritize personal freedom. So the idea of what it means to make it in America is evolving, and with it, so is the concept of the American dream. But does this mean that the American dream is dead? Not necessarily. While it may look different today, it is still possible to achieve financial security and stability. You just have to be smarter about it. First, understand the important ratios for home ownership. You should aim to spend no more than 28% of your income on housing costs and keep your total debt payments, including your mortgage, below 36% of your income. Budgeting is crucial. Know your fixed costs, variable costs, set aside money for savings, and prioritize retirement investment plans. For more, you can check out my video over here. And if your current income isn't enough, consider ways to increase it, whether that's through upskilling, side gigs, or strategic career moves. Remember, you can only save so much, but you have limitless potential to make more money. While the $100,000 salary might not buy the American dream like it used to, by understanding the challenges that we face and taking control of our financial future, we can redefine what that dream means for us today. Friends, if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts on how the American dream has changed for you. Now, if you're interested in what the wealthy don't buy, you can check out my next video over here. See you in the next one.